Hello everyone, the Perf here to bring you another Warcraft 3 commentary. This is a game between Pepsi Ted versus NG Moonfans here on, I believe, Secret Valley. I didn't quite catch the map of it. Based on the map, mini map, I think it's Secret Valley. But this is game 2 between these two players. It's best 2 out of 3. So let's see how Ted gonna do this game. First game, Ted was able to win with a really nice use of the death illusions, the wandering illusions on the Death Knight, and really wasting a lot of damage from Moonfans with those illusions, attracting a lot of firepower. So right now, Moonfans gonna build Ancient War over here to do some Ancient War creeping on this no Overseer camp, relatively close to his base, and he can later hide the Tree of Life here to migrate to the gold mine. A lot of Night Elf players do tend to do that. So Outer Elders can be either a Demon Hunter or a Warden. And based on the first game, I believe Moonfang is gonna go Warden. So Warden is probably the more popular hero as contrary to Death Knight in terms of against undead, I guess. Death Knight definitely 100%, no doubt. And there we go, Warden coming in, so no Demon Hunter. I think people just realize that burning the Death Knight's mana and controlling Death Knight from it to using Death Coil is much less effective than just taking down the Death Knight. But that's just a very extreme version of whatever we're trying to see, because meanwhile the Demon Hunter is a much nicer tank and do have a lot more damage than the Warden if used correctly. But there we go, Wisp gonna scout around this base of Ted, and he's gonna move away. And yeah, so really, Night Elf players are able to hide Wisp all over the map and have really good map control. That's one feature that I really like about the Night Elf. Is that they're able to really almost the map control is so good, you can think of it as map hacking, because there's a saying that Night Elf players don't map hack, they have Wisp instead. That's really true. The Wisp is just so good in controlling the map. There we go, pulling the Ancient War back. That's not one Ancient War to last hit the no Overseer instead. And earlier Wisp did scout around this the Outer Darkness and see the Death Knight is already out, and Moonfang, being a good player, knows that Death Knight will not make it in time, so did not bother to waste a Shadow Strike on those creeps over there. Warden has seen Death Knight now. They have made eye contact. Warden trying to throw a Shadow Strike, unable to do so as she is out of range. Grabbing a Glass of Haste. Really nice item for damage, but I don't think Warden really needs it. Warden is really a mana dependent hero when it comes down to it, although she is agility. Level 2 on the Warden. We might see, I think we're gonna see Final Knives instead of Blink. But really, what I find about when I use the Warden, there we go, Shadow Strike being casted on the Death Knight. I think both are attacking the Tree of Ages. Just started attacking, and much faster attack coming in from Ted. So there we go. When I use the Warden, I often find I'm out of mana constantly, especially when I go the Shadow Strike and Final Knives. You never really know which one to use, because meanwhile Shadow Strike costs less mana. You can really focus on heroes. Final Knives cost more mana, but they're able to really help you in the fight when it comes down to it. So you have this inner fight going around about you, that to really think about which spell you should really use. Meanwhile, if you get Blink, you have a tendency to not Blink to save your Warden when you really need to, because you really want to save the mana for Shadow Strike. And then later on, you just find yourself being swarmed by a lot of units, and your Warden is unable to really do anything about it, and your units are not as good as the tanks. So this is really the contradiction with Warden. But the Warden grabbing a boost of speed, not grabbing a staff of teleportation. But we do see Moonfang's Ancient War is gonna be spotted by those skeletal warriors, and Ted is gonna grab the Argo off the creeps and blocking the Ancient War with the skeletal minion. Really nicely done by Ted, just taking down this Ancient War. Down goes the Ancient War, and now Moonfang really need the Ancient War. He does not have oh, there we go. Okay, that was an I thought this Ancient War moved all the way over. That's like impossible. So that was a secondary Ancient War that was built by Moonfans. But now we have a Hunter's Hawk coming into play, and Tree of Ages. He'll be able to put dual lore as soon as the tier 2 is out. Ancient Wonders being placed down. Really nice timing there, and we have Lich being trained in the Altar of Darkness, not taking the house. There we go, taking the Black Citadel right away. So Ted's still controlling his timing on the tech really well. Then goes the one Skeletal Minion, giving some experience to the Warden. Warden is level 2 right now and not close to level 3 yet. But this Ancient Warrior's gonna move down slowly, probably to this gold mine, and try for expansion. I think this is just Ted's gameplay style, getting the Warrior first against the Warden and just move around, having 0 experience all the way till the Lich comes out. And that's really a nice feature, I guess, because he's able to get the same experience on the Lich and the Death Knight. That means he'll be able to get the same level on those 2 heroes and have the most powerful Coil Nova he can possibly get because of the same level on the Lich and Death Knight. But yeah, really nicely done there by Moonfans, grabbing a knockout as they were chasing past the tower and able to slow down the Death Knight for some more and really just taking down a lot of health on the Death Knight. Death Knight goes healing here over at the Fountain Hell, but not gonna bother. Well, I think Lich took the experience there, so really nicely done by Ted, taking the experience on this one. I think that was a no brute or something. I didn't quite catch that. Although I see it go down, but I just forgot what it was. Oh, that's Ogre Magi. I see 2 heads. So Ogre Magi or Ogre Warrior or Ogre Maulers. Anyways, it's Ogre. That's all I know. For Skeleton Warrior, gonna try to last hit this. I believe that Ted got it because this experience was due to one of the trolls earlier. So there we go. Level 1 Death Knight. Lich sitting a higher experience than the Death Knight. Tier 3 is coming in soon, so probably Lich will stay in the base and wait for the Warp of Corruption. Meanwhile, sitting at 29 over 30 food. Moonfly sitting at 33 or 40 food, and pretty even army sizes so far. I would say just 1 unit off. This Ogre Magi will be taken down by the Warden. I believe that was if that's okay, I think that's a potion greater mana instead of the Seraph of Vitality. So that's a really nice drop for the Warden. Warden is very mana dependent, and then we have a 300 mana potion, also the Warden only having 270 mana. So full mana replenishment for the Warden on her. So really nice. Pen of Energy as a drop for Ted. So there you go, more Death Coils or more Frost Novas, whichever one he likes to do. So yeah, Pen of Mental Intelligence and Pen of Energy, more mana for Death Knight, really nice. Death Knight sitting at 450 mana, that's just a lot. More and more, I think is the Seraph of Vitality was a drop on the Ogre Magi, because if the Ogre Magi drops the Pen of Energy, it should drop the Seraph of Vitality. But there we go, taking down one Ogre Warrior. So that's the camera here. I believe the Ogre Magi was taken down long before, and the creep that was stolen by Lich there was the Ogre Warrior. Oh, there we go, and another nice steal coming from Lich, but Lich is out of mana now, so no Coil Nova coming into play anymore. Just gonna be Death Coil. Really nicely done by Ted there, taking the experience with the Death Coil, but I think Warden took the item, which is the Wand of Mana Stealing, and need to really steal some mana on the Death Knight. Not the Death Knight, but on the Lich instead, because the Lich is low on mana, can be quite controlled with those Wand of Mana Stealing. So there we go. We have Lich and Death Knight desperately trying to creep, so they do want to reach level 3. That is very critical for them, as that's where you want the level 2 Coil Nova combo, and that's really powerful against the Warden. Warden, while being able to focus down the Death Knight really efficiently, is a prime target to be focused down by the Coil Nova. So it really comes down to which hero falls down first. Tri-hero already completed by Ted. We have Darkseer for the silence against the Warden, especially. We have this skeletal minions being sent by Ted to scout around the map to make sure the movement does not have any expansions. So both players do not have an expansion yet. Researching destroyer form, so those destroyers will become to play really soon.